Alright, so this video is about solving algebraic inequalities. Really not much different from solving algebraic equations, but things to remember are an inequality gives you a range of solutions for a variable as opposed to one specific single number value for that variable. And so because of that, that does have an impact on, the sign has an impact, especially division and multiplication by a negative has an impact on an inequality. But you're essentially still solving it the same way, still using your properties of inequality, making sure you're doing the same thing to both sides of the inequality. Reminder that you've got your four inequality symbols. So you have less than, greater than, less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to. And in addition to the fact that inequalities give you a range of solutions, we have a tendency to graph them on a number line. So we just have to remember that when we are graphing less than, that is an open circle, we shade to the left. Greater than is also an open circle, we shade to the right, and they're open because the number itself is not included in the solution set, whereas less than or equal to, similar to less than, we shade to the left, but it is a closed circle because that target number is included in the solution set. And greater than or equal to, same deal. It is a closed circle because that number is included, but we shade to the right. So our job here is to solve this inequality. So we're just going in and diving in and using our properties of equality right off the bat. So I have negative 2m is less than 13. So I just have to think, okay, what is happening here? What am I doing? Well, I am trying to solve for the value of m, which means that I am quote unquote trying to get m by itself. So I have to think, what is negative 2 doing to m? Well, it is multiplying. Therefore, I must divide. Now, a lot of times people will just divide by 2 here, but if I did that, I would end up with negative m is less than 13, and then I'd have to deal with the sign. I can deal with that all in one shot just by dividing by negative 2, which gets the sign of my variable back to a positive, because I want the sign of the positive variable, because that is actually the variable, as opposed to the negative version of the variable. That's not what we're looking for. So when I do that, I do successfully solve for m, and 13 divided by negative 2 is going to be negative 6.5. Now here's our issue though. I can't leave this as less than. Dividing by a negative changes the entire structure of an inequality. That's going to become greater than. So remember that. Dividing by a negative or multiplying by a negative, dividing or multiplying an inequality by a negative you have to flip the inequality. Meaning greater than becomes less than becomes greater than, and same deal with greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. And then when we do graph an inequality, or when we solve an inequality, we do want to be in the habit of graphing it. So pretty easy to graph it. We create a number line, we make our target number, negative 6.5. So if you're not graphing on top of someone else's number line, just go ahead and make your own the way you want to. Oh, just realized that we're missing stuff. Okay, now we can see it. Go ahead and make your own number line. And then when you do that, we create, this is greater than, so it is an open circle. And we're going to the right because that is the greater than direction. Greater than becomes more positive, becomes larger in the positives. So that is our solution to our inequality here.